Hello, good evening.
Good evening, guys. It's a pleasurable evening. Getting
Yeah,
colder,
it's
so
good. The
quite
weather,
chilly and
yeah, the weather is changing
fuzzy, and
rapidly. It's changing so fast.
I'm slightly a bit shocked that it's not too freezy at this time of the year because usually
Mm.
supposed to expect single figures, but then
Yeah, it depends on the global warming.
mm,
Changing, you
and I
cannot
think
disable
isn't
it.
it better we have a colder because the earlier it starts getting cold, it means that we're gonna enter into a warmer next year. Because then if it delays getting colder, it
Mm.
means we're probably gonna have a colder March, April.
Seriously, I'm not bothered.
Mhm.
I'm not
This
bothered at all.
year, I feel like it's better as it
Yeah,
gets.
it's the weather, so it's just like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to live podcast. Okay. As you can see on the screen, can see what we're going to discuss this evening. Challenges of dating a single
A single
mother
mother.
is is very, I can say it's controversial. I
It's
can
quite
say
controversial, yeah.
it's a little bit, yeah.
Because it is a case of because I have a friend that is a single mom. She has 5 different children.
Five.
Yeah, 5 different children, and yeah, like for example, in the African culture thing, I mean, in the Western world, you see a woman with 5 children from different men still getting married. Like my neighbor at the moment, she has 5 kids. So the first one from a different man, the other twins from a different man, and then the other two from a different man, and then she had a baby boy from her current partner now.
Which is six of them.
Yeah,
Six.
yeah, different kids. But then the current partner stays with her,
Mm.
and they seem to be quite in love. Like I'm trying to look at this. Is it like a cultural thing, or because then in the West, for example, you see women with 6 or 7 children from different men still finding love.
Mm.
But then in the African side, is it
African
like
settings,
yeah,
African culture is a little bit different
yeah, it comes with
because of
its own challenges as well. Yes, a little bit of what we're going to explore this evening.
it's in the change.
Yeah, if you had a son,
Mm.
would you allow your son get married to a single mom with children?
Um,
I wouldn't allow my
that's
son.
a little, that's a very deep question. All right. We're gonna get into it
Mm.
proper. We're gonna analyze it, and then we're gonna have to like invite all our audience to like call in and or
Yeah, and
contribute to what we're going to discuss this evening. All right, guys. The line is open. You can put a comment or you can put your question. If you have a question, you just put it on the comment section as well. Okay. The number is on the screen, which is +44 74 49823876. That's the number to call to join the program. Also, don't forget that we still like having our offer, which we have to like give out the prize on the 22nd of November. Okay, coming next month. All right, we will talk about that in details later. Okay, let me put the number on the screen so that you can just that's the number to call to join the program. Okay, +44 74 49823876.
yeah, 7-6.
That's the number. It's a WhatsApp number. You can, if you're in the UK, you can call direct. It's okay. Outside the UK, you can just call the WhatsApp number to join us. Okay, because it's going to be an
Bloody this evening, yeah.
interesting topic.
Yeah.
Understand, very controversial, but we will try our best.
Like in the
There
audience,
won't be any judgmental on that.
yeah. In the audience, we're gonna have single. We don't know who is watching. Yeah, we can have someone that is single, as a single mom,
Mm.
and at the same time, we wouldn't want them to feel like they're being judged at the same
That's what I'm
time.
saying. So there won't be any judgment. We're not going to
Mm.
judge anyone, but we just
Because
have
it
to try
is,
our best,
yeah. I think the
to
world,
like analyze it the way it
yeah,
is.
the
Okay.
world has changed now.
Mm.
That back in the days when we were growing up, I remember back then we had this neighbor of ours that was an elder in the church, and his daughter had a child when she was like 14, 15.
Mm.
It was a taboo. They had to hide it. But now
It's
yeah,
it's open now. Many
yeah,
people
so
they don't really much care much about that anymore
having
because of
children, yeah.
should I say civilization and due to
Mm,
social media and everything has elaborated and opened a lot of people's
mm,
eyes for them to understand what is happening in other cultures,
mm.
what is happening in other countries, and
So then people
everything.
are
So
slightly getting
peop-
a little bit
yeah,
more free with having children
yeah, people
without
are
getting
starting.
married. You
Yeah,
don't really need to get married in today's world to have
mm,
children.
to have
Then the
children.
challenges is now, should a single man date a single woman with children?
Now, but the question is, what are the challenges of
Mm,
dating a single mom? Okay, so because if you look at it, a lot of single mothers, a lot of them become single mothers
mm,
out of their, what would I say, is out of their control based on
out of their control.
they maybe sometimes they got pregnant and the man doesn't want to have
Mm,
the man doesn't want to have take responsibility of the child,
mm,
doesn't want to stay in the
And
life of
then
the
some
child.
men
You
change.
understand? Or maybe they will try to let the lady, just tell the lady to force the lady to do
Remove,
abortion
yeah.
or something like that, and she refused. She want to keep
Mm,
the baby, and they said to themselves, "No, I don't have anything to do with
mm,
the child." If you look at that, she become a single mother
mm,
out of her control. Why
mm,
some become single mothers? Because maybe they lost their husband,
mm,
then have to raise the child alone.
alone, yeah.
So why some they just doing it based on the social,
Yeah,
the
just want to have children.
just for the welfare to
Yeah,
make
for the social. I think
to
there was
get
a
money.
time it was a thing
You
in the
understand what I mean?
UK
So
that
that's there's a lot of
reasons.
reasons
Yeah.
why some women fall into that trap or maybe fall into that, having children out of maybe wedlock or something like that. So that's the reason why actually I have friends that are single
There are single
parents. I
parents
have
that
colleagues
could
that
be
are single
watching. Yeah.
parents, and some of them, okay. So we're not like trying to judge anybody, but we're
Mm,
trying to like
look
to
at the
look at the
challenges. Yeah.
challenges because a lot of them they want to
Find
date,
love. Yeah.
they want to find love, they want to have a man in their life, but
Mm,
some are they're having
mm,
challenges.
mm,
And then what are those challenges after as a man?
mm,
What are those things that maybe push them away when they see single mother? Because for example, you might see a beautiful lady,
but
you
then.
approach her now without knowing that she's a single mother.
Mm,
Then you exchange your numbers,
mm,
then try to get her, know her better,
mm.
start calling and all that. Then probably most of them they don't really like want to tell you
Telling
that
them they have children.
you have
Yeah.
children or something like that. So when you get
Mm,
closer, maybe getting deeper, then with
mm.
time, then she probably think maybe she have gained your trust,
And then she will tell
and
you.
then she will tell you that I have children. Or
Mm,
maybe probably she would invite you to her house, and then when you get there, you see the children, all that. She will say, "Yeah, those are my kids."
mm,
And some guys, at the first time, probably they will not like to show it,
mm,
but there are those things that normally push them away.
mm,
And then she will be like, "What is happening? Why is it that
mm,
this guy didn't like me or something?"
mm,
No, but there are things, factors. There's those
mm,
factors that like
mm,
make some guys that
mm,
they say, "No, I'm not going back."
mm,
And those are the things maybe we have to like look
look
into
into tonight.
a little bit because
I mean,
I
there is
think
this relationship expert, and I do agree with her. She's a social media expert. She said, if you are a single mom, if you meet a man, tell him on the first date.
mm,
So if he's going, let him go from there. Then you guys start building and bonding, and you get to like each other, and then you finally tell him.
mm.
So isn't it better you tell him on the first date so he goes? Then if he stays, then he knows what he's signing up for.
Yeah, but not everyone.
No, I mean, because then
Some guys, mm,
if he finally likes you
yeah,
and then finds out that you have children,
mm. Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes, yeah, because of they
mm,
know they get the time to know you. They know the kind of person you are, your
if
personality and
someone
everything.
doesn't like something, they don't like it.
No,
It's a matter of time
no,
before they show you.
there are sometimes when you meet someone,
Mm,
you will not judge them immediately. For example, there are some people based on what they are hearing about single mothers.
mm,
Once you tell them on the first date that you're a single mother, you have kids, because of that, how will I say, ideology,
Mm.
that fear they have already inside of them. They will just run. They will not
Yeah,
give it
but it's
opportunity.
better they run from there and you meet somebody that is open for children, that is open to dating.
Mm.
Some men would, like, for example, if you run a poll now and say, "Can you marry a single mom?" Some men would actually tell you yes, and then you go for those because then now the thing is the dangers of
Mm.
having a man
Mhm.
like you and then discover that you have it kind of comes across it feels like a baggage now, so the man that you run a risk of the man dating you with sympathy.
No, but unless maybe you lied. If you lied at the beginning
Mm.
that you don't have kids, and then he
Yeah, but
finds out that you have
he
kids,
won't
that's the problem.
ask. I mean,
But most
most
guys
people
know.
don't ask.
Most guys will ask you if you're married.
Mm.
If it's a guy that wants something serious, they will
Mm.
ask you, "Are you married? Are you in a relationship?" Then that's where the time you have to, like, tell
Mm.
them. Most time, some guys, they are upfront. They will tell you at the
Mm.
first date. They want to know everything about you on
Mm.
that day. Some they want to, like, gradually to know,
Gradually,
like,
yeah.
they don't want a situation whereby they will push you away. They just want to know you. Understand? But it depends on the question the guy asks and how he wants to, like, go on with the relationship. Understand? Because some single mothers, some of them, they are very scared based on experiences that they've had
Mm.
already. They prefer to hide it. Even some of them, they will invite you in their home. They
Mm.
will, when you are coming to their house, they will hide the kids. They
Mm.
probably take the kids to their mothers or
Mm.
take the kids to their friends just to entertain you. You without even they remove all the pictures and all that. Without,
Mm.
it's just want to, like, for you to know them.
For
You
who
get
they
who they
are.
are, their personality. If you fall in love with her, then probably she will just bring out the baggage. And then by that
Mm.
time, maybe you will feel like there's no need. I love this woman. Can carry on with that. But some guys, they will run away as well.
You know the dangers of that is that
Mm.
sometimes if yeah, let's say if the man unless first things first, it depends on the kind of man as well. Now, if it's a good man that is fine, oh, okay, and yeah, to stay. But if
Mm.
it's a man that can easily judge you, yeah.
I understand. Okay. Like I said, guys, the line is open. Okay. The line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. Okay. If you have some questions as well, you can just put it. I think Mr. Paul. Paul, what did he put it here? You can see it, yeah. So what he's saying, these are few of many challenges in dating a single mother. Emotional baggage. Single mothers may carry emotional scares from previous relationship. The second thing he put in there is trust issues, difficulty trusting others due to past experiences as well. The third one is guilt and loyalty conflict, balancing love for their child and
Mm.
partner. Okay. I think we're having a call. I think. Hello, good evening. Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
go
we
on.
can,
We
loud
can.
and clear.
Yeah. So much love the topic. But before I proceed, I
Mm.
want to ask a question.
Yeah.
The
Please.
topic, the challenge is now, is
Mm.
it for bachelor or married men?
Uh,
So let me know the area. I know the
uh,
topic somehow you were not kind of specific,
now
but
you have a
let me
son. Now, if you have a son, yeah, and your son wants to date a single woman that has children, and you want to advise him. So we're looking at what challenges would you foresee as a father that you would pre-warn him of?
okay, thank you for the clarification.
Mm.
So let's give my point now.
Mm.
the father, I'm to advise my son.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's not an easy thing.
Mm.
The advice you give is the one you give to yourself, and we are talking of love here. But let me go to the disadvantage, because if a guy is in love, he will be blind. That thing he wants to pursue, unless he go at the extreme, and whatever he gets, then he cannot decide. But once he has not yet gotten there, nothing on earth you will tell that person he will believe. So the issue now, the challenges there is much.
Mm.
A single mother, any single mother, you know, peradventure, what happened maybe either by mistake or
Mm.
by intention or anything, that he get that baby when he was single with her parents, and now he matured to get married, and once he see suitors coming, understand, he would like to hide that child, knowing too well that you, if you don't know and you want to go in there, the woman will be a desperado. In her mind, she wants to settle down. True or false?
True, yeah.
Yeah, the person wants to settle down. So, and another thing, you being a guy, and she has a kids out of wedlock or out of marriage, your parents will not support you. They will not advise you, because one, they will see as you are training another person's child.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to train another person's child. And secondly, when they look at the wealth, maybe they are so, and prevention, the person, the lady got, is a male child. Knowing too well in Igbo land, the first son inherits everything. They will not allow that person to do anything. Parents will not support. And another thing, the lady will be desperate to have you once she's in love with you. And another thing, the lady may be diabolical
Mm.
to have you.
At all
Once a
cost.
woman, once a woman is desperado of getting, so she can go to any length and have that thing. So, and another thing, you being the guy going in there, you are going to carry a lot of responsibility. Let's assuming your parents, you are the breadwinner of your parents. If you go in there, you are taking care of the kids, you are taking care of their family, you are taking, so financially you will not be stable. They will see you as if you are trying to. So no parents will encourage his son to fall into such a thing. The challenges you as a man will have, because you are talking about love. When your parents ask you not to go in, you will not adhere to them. You want to, because that love has blindfolded your eyes.
Okay.
Whatever they are telling you, you will not reciprocate to it. So,
Okay.
but once you go in, there's some a black in a wolf. Once they now case who they are. So the challenge is there is not for you not to go into it.
Okay.
Understand?
Oh, okay.
So there was whenever I say, I like to give you examples. There was a lady, she has a son, and she's a friend of my friend. And the lady got married with that guy, not knowing that the woman has a kiss. But finally, when the man understand, he started treating the woman bad.
Mm.
The woman me a picture where the man gave her, there are some bruises
Mm.
all over the man. So the woman now asks for divorce, seeing that the woman now vow that she will never in her life give a man any chance again in her life. So the issue now is, if there are some like that and you want to settle down, once you see a guy that you love and a guy loves you, tell that guy who you are, that you have, nobody's above mistake. Peradventure, anybody can make a mistake. But once you are plain, if the person will accept
Stay.
you, the person can accept your child as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but when you are not trying to be plain, you are hiding it, on the long run, man, you
It's
are
gonna.
going to face a lot of things which the marriage will not all go well.
Oh,
Because why I'm saying this now, in any analysis or any sense, when something is 20/80,
Mm-hmm.
thing is not passed. Because if I can say few of the ladies, they can go in with such thing, they will, their marriage will be a bed of roses. But why I say majority will go and will not see the marriage as a bed of roses.
okay.
So
All right.
to me,
Mm.
I don't know whether I make point.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
made a
yeah.
lot of
All
points.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate.
Uh,
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you for the
you.
call.
I'm still online.
No
Yeah,
worries. Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay. Um, you know what he was trying to
I think it's trying
talk
to
about.
agree in what we said initially, that
Mm.
you just tell the person from the get-go, because then there is nothing as painful as someone dating you out of sympathy. And a lot of girls are in sympathy relationships. I mean, the
Mm.
guy dating you because he just feels like he's doing you a favor.
To your favor. Yeah, but the challenge is what he was pointing out as well, that the lady, for example, the example that he gave, that she has a child, but she hide it. Probably maybe she
Mm.
left the, you know how it is in Africa. They will just leave the child with the
Some would
parents.
even hide it
Yeah, they
till
will.
the till like
They will never
old
find out.
age. You wouldn't find
Yeah, you will
out.
never
They will
find out.
tell you it's her
Yeah, maybe your
cousin.
cousin, or maybe saying this a niece or
Mm.
nephew or something like. They will not
Mm.
say. Then happens a lot, especially in Africa. Okay, but when you come to here in the West, a lot, it's
Mm.
not like that. It's normal. Even like some people, some of them have
You know
24
the challenge
arrests.
with single parents, in the West,
Mm.
the challenges here is the moment a man has a child with a woman, he sometimes feels he owns her and he can go in and out anytime. Now, look at the case of what happened between Davido and, I don't know if you heard the story of what went on when he was about getting married to his um
The-
baby mama now.
Okay, Choma. Is it?
Yeah, now his first baby mama, they got together, had a child, and then he broke up, met with this current wife, but then had issues with this current wife in 2020, came back to the first baby mama
Mm.
after 3 or 4 baby mamas, and came back to the first baby mama and was still having sex with that first. Now, there are evidences that he was still meeting other baby mamas. And then that's the problem that men have, is that there is that challenge in the sense that how are they sure that your baby father isn't going to be coming back and using that as an eye? Because then he can come with the guise of he's coming to see his children, and
They
then
they still have access to the
yeah,
woman
honestly,
all the
because
time
I mean, once
because of the.
entered is
Yeah, it's
always entered.
they
Yeah,
can say it's a co-parenting child. Co-parenting. They have access to their child, so you can't stop the man not to come to his house,
no,
not
not
to come
really
and see the
coming,
child.
just seeing the
You
child, but
understand? So,
seeing the
but
woman.
I understand because that's what the excuses they normally give and all that.
Yeah,
That's one of the
and
challenges
there's
that
been so
guys
many,
have.
like honestly, in the US, for example, there've been so many cases. There was this video that I saw on Twitter. It was this lady that was cheating on her boyfriend with the baby father. Like, there's been so many cases of baby fathers coming back. Now look at what happened between Cardi B and her current ex-boyfriend, the one that gave her three children. Now they had like a back and forth on Twitter, and the guy said, I mean, after all, you're now my baby mama. Now look at the scenario. They filed for divorce last year. Whilst the divorce was ongoing, she's already pregnant.
For
Yeah, for the same man, and there's a divorce ongoing.
Mm.
So they filed for divorce they called for divorce in 2022, and she just had a baby a couple of months back. So whilst they were separated, they were still meeting each other.
Mm.
So that's in the West, that's the biggest challenge. 'Cause then, I mean, the man is like, okay, yeah, this person that is a baby father, how are we sure he's not gonna use this as an access to
access
come in
coming back.
here?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If co-parenting,
Some men don't
it's
want you
it's
to
co
be on the phone to your
no, no,
ex.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. From co-parenting issues, and some guys once they find out that you have a child, the dad always come around and all that. They'll feel insecure. One,
Mm.
two, they will feel threatened too, and
Mm.
also they will be like, "Come on, I can't raise these kids where the father's
Mm.
always coming around and all that." They
Mm.
cannot. There's no way they will take that child as their own because the father is always around.
Mm.
For example, if the child misbehaves,
Mm.
they cannot scold the child. They cannot even, there's no way they're going to correct the child
Yeah.
because one, they don't want to have any conflict with the father.
Mm.
If the child cries, once the father turns up, the child will have to like do what?
Mm.
Report to the father. You understand? He did this
Mm.
to me or that. Then he have an issue with the father. So whatever that he does, they will just do as if maybe they
And
didn't
you know,
see nothing. And that's a big
there
problem
is
as
this
well.
video on there was this video on Twitter. It was very hurtful when I watched it. So it was a case of this woman that had children and then got with another man, but then the father of the kids was always coming to see the children, but she was refusing. So one of the days he got a court order to have access to the children. And one of the days, whilst he was there, the current partner to the woman
Mm.
shot him dead. So yeah, this is one. Yeah, they don't want to have this conference. Like, yeah, the whole drama with
Is a
with
That's
the
a big problem.
ex and
Yeah,
no, with the U.S. laws. I
mm,
mean, the shooter actually wasn't sentenced. I mean, he claimed self-defense,
mm.
so
Yeah,
he went scot-free. Yeah.
yeah. The challenges are enormous. The challenges
Mm,
are even like if you look at single mothers, a lot of them, like what you said at the beginning, many of them
they
they
want
want to
to have
have a
love.
man.
Yeah.
They want to have a man in their life. They want to feel love. They want to be taken care of, and all that. And then if you look at them having their kids, some of them are like what I'm saying, lovely mothers.
Mm,
Okay, but most of the men that comes around, once they find out that the children are involved, some of
mm,
them they will just go.
mm,
Okay, and sometimes you find out that the ladies, those women, they will try their best in order to like to please the man, to
mm.
do everything
Everything, yeah.
possible just to
So
make sure that the man stays
yeah,
around.
that you see,
But some
that's
of
what we're
them, at
talking
the end of
about,
the day,
dating by sympathy.
yeah, at the end of the day, some of the men they will just take advantage of that and
Mm,
just use that children as maybe an excuse and just
mm,
run away. Because one of the excuses, one of the things that I normally hear all the time is about the mothers, those single mothers. They always prioritize their
the
children.
children first,
They
yeah.
will just love their children first. So no matter what you do, you don't have listen. They will give you their rules. Don't do this. Don't shout on my child. Don't correct them. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do it. Understand all of that. At the end of the day, you find out that what is going on? Why are you sharing love with the kids? Well, she claims that she loves you, but she's putting the kids first.
Mm,
You understand? Then you become second. Understand? So he push a lot of men out.
mm.
He pushed them away
And then
immediately.
looking at the fact that we don't have enough men to go around.
Yeah, so
So
seriously, he pushed them out. Especially the kids. Once because every mother, they want to protect their kids. They want
First,
to,
yeah.
first of all, because they don't want anything to happen to the kids. They don't know the man enough to leave the man with the kids. You don't know his history. You don't know his past lives or something like that. You don't know if he's a molester. You don't know all the stuff. So those mothers, what they normally do, they protect their kids with their life. So as they're doing that, some men, they see that uh, as a red flag, that probably she prioritizing the kids over him. Do you understand what I mean? So, but the mothers have to do what they have to do. Do you understand? And that's why most times the men, they feel, I don't know how to say it, they feel like, they would have that doubt inside of them, looking at the woman. How is she going to compete with those kids?
Mm.
They can't compete. And what would they do? They just leave and all that. And that's is probably it's not supposed to be like that, but that's one of the challenges. Is the one of the, I think is the major challenges that many of them, that's the
Then I
excuses that
think, like,
normally give all the
let's
time
say
they
if
give.
a man has his own child as well,
Mm.
I think he'll slightly be a bit more
Yeah,
understanding.
yeah, that would be okay. If he's a single, let me say maybe probably if the man is single,
He has a baby
is either
somewhere.
probably he's divorced with the wife, or he's probably, how will I say, he lives alone. He just take custody of the children.
Mm.
Then it's gonna be a little bit easier. You will tell the lady, yeah, I have my own kids. My child comes around sometimes. You see that the kids have to like start knowing each other.
Mm.
They start when he comes around, you see, maybe he bring his child, the child will stay with the other ones, and then they will playing. Then these two will have the time to like
Mm.
chat and do whatever they want to do. But if he's a single man that wants a relationship, and he met this lady, and she like I said to you at the beginning, there's no way they would tell you that they have a child, because immediately you heard that single mother, they have a child, you run away. You know, even there's no way you're going to give them chance
Yeah,
to
but
know
I think it's
to know
just
who she
better
is.
if you have the doubts in your, just like the last caller said. I mean, they could be desperate. I mean, but then if you have the doubts that this man is not going to stay, just tell him so he goes,
When if you meet the first person, meet the second person, meet the third person,
and they
the
all
fourth
go.
person, they all go. Next time, what are you going to do? You will not. There's no way you're going to tell them.
But then isn't that that's probably gonna lead to relationship by deceit? I mean,
No, it's not about you. Unless, like I said, if the man asks you, then you will open up. Sometimes some men don't want to ask. They don't want to have anything. Maybe, for example, just having too much questions.
mm,
Understand? Then she be like, you know what I mean? They don't want to scare you away. They don't want to ask too much questions. They just want to like take it one day at a time. They just want to know you better. Some of them don't. But if it's someone that really like want to, there are some people that are upfront. Like I said, they will just ask you everything. They want to know everything
mm,
about you. That one, yeah, probably they will still know how to like maneuver all those things. They will not say everything at the same time. You understand? Some women, they will say to you, just come that you find out. Find out yourself. Are you get what I'm
mm,
saying? They will say to you, find out yourself. What they mean is
mm.
that, yeah, just use your time now to find out who everything about me. Just
I think
try
I'll
to think
slightly
about
be a
it.
bit more comfortable
Do you
from
understand
there.
that? Then from there, gradually, then
Mm.
then finally you find
My
out.
person is I want to know everything from the get go. I don't want to find
Then
anything.
when he asks and she tell you that you find out, what are you gonna do?
I wouldn't continue because if you can't tell me, then I don't want to find out.
Yeah, well, some of them will tell you what to find out. So you're gonna find out yourself to try to find out how the life if
Mm.
they have kids because of the experiences. Some the ones they tell some men about that, some of them will not give the woman a chance. They will not even want to
Yeah,
find
but
out who
then
she
if a
is.
man isn't giving you a chance, it's because he's not comfortable with dating a single mother.
That's what I'm saying.
So if he finally, if now the problem is that let's say you meet the first man, he goes, second man, he goes, third man, he goes, fourth man, he goes, but then you decide not to tell the fifth man. Now, you better pray that the fifth man is the kind of man that is okay with children. But if the fifth man is like this other four men, even if you hold the truth for months, the day he finally finds out, he will start treating you like mess.
Yes, it happens. It happens. Some of them. they find out who you are as a lovely, lovely woman, they know everything about you. It will change. They'll change their mind. If they
Mm.
want, if they'll like, if they start like, for example, they start falling in love with you, they can find a way now to like,
No,
to go around
what
this.
you're trying to say is like you fall in love with a
Yeah.
person, but then
Then you kind of try,
discover
yeah,
that
that have kids and all that. Because along
mm,
the line, you know this person, and then you find a way
then
to
don't
like
you
to go
think it's
around it.
going to trigger a trust issue? Because then if you've said, for example, there are tribes I can't get married from. I mean, I've decided I'm not going to get married from this tribe. I mean, I don't want to have anything with people from this tribe. Care if they're I don't care if they are the nicest or sweetest. I don't want to have anything to do with people from this tribe. Now, if I meet someone and then she's amazing and all that, yeah, all of that, and then I finally discover that you're from this tribe,
Hmm.
yeah, so it still doesn't make a difference. Like, if the man is the kind of man that is not okay with single mother,
Mm.
no matter how long it takes, and he already loves you, it's still gonna turn.
But you know that through conversations, his behavior and everything, the woman will find out even before she. You know how women they do. They normally, when you're chatting with them, when you're talking with them, they're using, they're just like
Yeah, trying.
throwing things to you to just to find out the kind of person you are.
Mm,
So at the long run, they will still find out that this person doesn't like kids or he doesn't like single mothers. Because when you are with them, men don't normally hide things much. They would just like
but then you can't
whatever
really
that.
blame them, to be
Yeah, but I'm
honest with
saying
you.
so she will find out. Yeah,
A lot of men haven't had great experiences dating single
that's what I'm saying.
parents.
So they she will find out then she find a way to do that. Because the challenges, there's a lot of challenges. Like I was saying, guys, the line is still open now. Like the line is vacant now. You can call. Also put your comments on the comment section. We'll read them out. Okay. Another thing is, like when the gentleman called, he made mention about, he said the lady that she hide the child, right? Then when the man find out, he become physical,
Mm,
become abusive to the lady, isn't he? Start beating her up and all that. And then when if a woman, a single mother, is already like experienced such a thing, meeting someone that is abusive, or probably maybe the child, the father of the child, or the parent, like the father, the father
mm,
is someone that is aggressive, is abusive
mm.
with them and all that. If you coming into that relationship, you meet that kind of woman and you want to date that kind of woman, that emotional baggage is going to be a very
Mm,
big problem
mhm,
because you find it difficult for you to please that kind of person.
she's already messed
She's
up.
already messed up emotionally, and there's no way she's going to trust you. Do you understand what I mean? Because she will be seeing you at the lens of her
Mm,
past experiences and all that. Understand? So, and once some men, if you go to some on social media, you can see that they will just tell you that you need to go and heal first.
mm,
You need to heal before you come into a relationship and all that. So once a lady is into that kind of you have that kind of baggage, you coming in, no matter whatever you do and all that, it's going to be difficult in order for you to sustain that relationship. Understand? So because you try your best to do what you think that is going to be better for both in that relationship, she's not going to be on the same lane, the same level with you
same, yeah.
because emotionally she's not ready. She's not ready. She cannot see all that. I get to me. So those are the things.
And
Asking
then
what are the challenges of
and
the
then
relationship?
how about the child, you being a father to this child, but then the child growing up to give you that second-hand treatment as, oh, I still know who my dad is.
Yeah, that's one. That's another problem.
Yeah, because then you don't want to pour in that much love, and then only for the child to not realize that.
Yeah, one day he will just say to you, "But you're not my father. You
Mm,
can't talk to me like that. You're not my father. You're not my dad. Don't talk to me like that." Because sometimes they might misbehave. Or, like I said, misbehave or try to talk to their mom in a bad behavior or something
Mm.
like that, then you have to like do something. I get to me. You can say, hey, stop. You can't talk to her like that. And then the child will turn around and say to you, why you what do you mean? She's
Mm.
my mother, and
You're not my dad.
you're not my
Yeah.
dad. What are you going to do? You just have to go in back into your shell. There's nothing you can do. Understand that there's no way she's going to like, take you over the child. There's no way. They always have to like
Yeah. They always put their
put
children
that first.
first.
So you understand? So and those are the challenges that men faces when they're coming into relationship. Though some of the women, single parents, some of them that already like went going for counseling, or they've gone to probably they heal properly. What I mean by heal, because if, for example, if the father of the child left them,
Mm-hmm.
they still have that trauma.
Mm.
But in most cases, when they see the child, they still remember the
Mm. They
father,
still remember the dad.
and they
Yeah.
once remember the father, they're angry and all that. So some of them that have healed, that have already like they've like, I don't know, through counseling or whatever they did, in order for them to understand that it's just a moment, it's just a phase in their life. They're moving forward. You can see that when it's still coming, they will find a way to balance the whole thing. They will never bring their child
Mm.
into that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They will always like, put
Or
them
even if they
put in the
bring the
boundary.
child into the relationship, they would still, with effective communication,
Yeah,
make you
make
understand
you
that.
understand
Yeah.
that there's boundaries.
Mm.
No, this is my man, and you're
Mm.
my child, and this is it. Do you understand? That's the way it's supposed to be. So, I mean that it's not like that. Are you getting me? It's like that. But if a woman single mother is not healed, she's not healed properly,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. Understand? So, guys, as well, like I said, the line is open and call. Okay, I would like to hear your opinion on that. You can put on the comment section if you have a question or what you want to say. You can just put it on the comment section. Understand? There's a lot of challenges, many, because if you, like I said to you, I have friends. I have friends, single parents as friends. I have some of them lovely people that I know. What I
Mm.
mean by lovely people that I know. Understand?
Some of
So
them. Okay, now let's look at the case of Linda. That's this popular blogger in Nigeria, Linda. Now, amazing girl. Met this man that just changed the moment she got pregnant. Now, the man was very good, but until she got when and there was a saying that some men change the moment they discover that she's pregnant, and
because
then
probably they are not ready. They're not
sometimes they're
ready.
even ready, but the emotional, yeah, hit to the system. Oh, she's pregnant. Sometimes they're not mentally prepared,
That's what
and
I'm saying. They're not ready. They are not
mm,
ready to raise a child. They are not ready. And probably sometimes it's just like they come into a relationship having that feeling that they just want to come and have fun.
mm,
There's no commitment. You understand? Because if it's someone that is committed to you, if something like that happens, they already get ready. They already know
mm.
that something like this will
Yeah,
come.
yeah,
Yeah, some
yes.
of them they don't
They
care.
just
They
wanna,
just want to have fun.
yeah,
They
and
just
then
want to, yeah.
boom, a child
Once
comes
something like
in.
that comes, they start blaming you because
Mm,
you're supposed to be taking, at least you're an
mm,
adult, you're supposed to know what you're doing.
mm,
And once they get to that, you see that they get angry. As they get
mm,
angry, they will become abusive, they become
mm,
aggressive, they become angry.
mm,
Some of them even get to the extent of becoming physical. They
mm.
start beating the lady up, especially if they ask her to go and
Abort the baby,
terminate
yeah.
the relationship. And if she refused, they get angry. They start becoming aggressive and start beating them up. You understand? So some women, they find themselves in that situation. Okay, but another issue is that sometimes, when at the dating stage, when you meet someone, a single mother, you normally want to have time, go out, spend some time with each
Mm,
other. Do you understand? But because of the children,
She wouldn't really give you all
No,
that. Yeah.
some of them don't have that time.
Mm.
It's either they are going for school runs,
Mm.
maybe they're picking their children up from school,
Mm.
or they are dropping them off. They're
Mm.
dropping them off at the childminder, or okay, it's just said to you, okay, don't worry, next weekend we're going to go out. Then weekend comes around, they didn't find someone to
Mm.
take care of the child. Then the childminder, they find out there's someone that has to come around. The amount they want to charge
Mm.
to stay with the children, she don't have it because she's a single
Mm.
mother.
Mhm.
The money is strain and everything. She cannot cope to keep a childminder because at the early stage of the relationship, there's no way she's going to bring her problem and put it onto
Mm.
the guy. The guy
Mhm.
is going to run away.
Yeah.
You understand? So when they, for example, here to take care of a childminder will charge maybe probably 60 to 70 pounds
Mm.
to just stay with the child for probably 4 hours or 5 hours
4
for you to
hours,
go and
yeah.
just to have fun and come back.
But then do
70,
you have that money to
do
keep paying?
you understand what I mean?
If you had, if
70
you guys have
pounds.
to,
Mm,
if you guys had to have dates
mm.
twice a month,
But
that's 140
the
pounds.
140 pounds. And then, and that's not what you're going to tell the man that, come
Mm.
on, you are just trying to get to know each other.
Mm.
That means he's going to run away. And that's the problem. So that time, time restraint is one of, I think is a major factor.
Time.
Yeah, it's a major
Major,
factor.
yeah. Major factor.
Many guys run away because when you call them on the phone, we've been talking, we're chatting, testing, doing everything. But to come on, man, we'd like to see you. Can we just go out? Can we go cinema or maybe have a coffee or let's just come out? She will say to you, okay, all right, because she will not probably that she will not tell you that she have a child,
Mm.
and then she will try and find a way to like accommodate you and the child. It's difficult,
And
and you
then,
see that
you know,
some of
like,
them they will just withdraw because of that.
yeah, you know, with the girls in this country that get pregnant at 18,
Mm,
19, sometimes, I mean, they end up falling victims of men
mm.
that come in and get them pregnant and then they have another child.
Yeah, it
Men that
happens.
just don't want to
Yeah,
stay.
yeah, it happens. It happens a lot. It happens, and then before they know what is going on,
They
they have
have
probably
three.
have a 3 or 4. Yeah, it's like they are attracting the same kind of men.
The same kind of men.
They're
Like
attracting the same
this,
kind of men,
this,
which
the,
is not
yeah, the case with this
simple.
my friend was okay. The first two was from marriage, and then the third one was from a relationship that she never thought. So that was a mistake. Oh, a baby has gone in, and then when she discovered it was 2 months gone, and then the third one was another marriage. So she had
Mm,
got married the second time, and then that marriage produced a child, and then the man kept on using those children against her emotionally, so that marriage ended in divorce.
mm,
So now she has 4 children and no man.
no man. None of them stayed.
None of them stayed. Yeah.
It's a big, it's a big problem. It's a very, very
And
big problem.
sometimes, like for example, in Africa, for example, unless the man is older and have children elsewhere.
Mm,
But if a young man is about to get married to such a person, they would ask you, "Are you going in to raise other people's children?"
yeah, it's a very big attachment.
Mm,
Africans, especially Nigerian, even coming to the east, they put in a lot of emphasis on it. A
mm,
lot. They've put a lot of emphasis on it. Especially, I don't know why. It's like there's some places they see it as a taboo,
mm.
which is not supposed to be like that. They don't really consider if it's the woman's fault. They don't
No, as long as
consider
the
even
child
if
is in the
maybe
picture, yeah.
no once the child is there, that is finished.
Mm,
I don't know how seriously I don't know why. And that's the reason why you see that most women, once they find out that they're pregnant, they find a way to terminate immediately.
mm,
Some of them that they're afraid of maybe losing their life, they will do what they would normally do, they will hide. Some parents will not even know that
mm.
their daughter has maybe she's pregnant. They will go somewhere else. Or some of them they'll go to a hospital, they stay there, the hospital will take care of them. Once they give birth,
They leave it for the
they leave the
hospital, yeah.
baby and just run away and go back home. Understand? Which is why what is not it's not supposed to be like that because a woman leaving her child is one of the most difficult things that they
It
go
would
through.
haunt her
They
for.
hold them for their ever, no matter what they are doing, they'll be in their
Mm,
mind. They will say that they have a child somewhere.
mm,
Understand? Even if later in life they got married, it's difficult.
mm,
It's quite difficult for them to concentrate. Understand? Because within them, they still know that someone is holding their child somewhere, that they left their child somewhere. Okay. And you see that most times they try to go back and just to look around, find out if they can see the child again. But and that is one of the, I don't know, African culture is a little bit difficult. It's very, very difficult. The way we understand things, the way we put things, we put a lot of meaning into a lot of things. Okay. They don't really like, and the issue is that parents will not even, when you are growing up, they will not sit you down and explain most of the things, teach you one or two or three things.
mm,
They will letting their daughters to know they, I don't know, some about the sex education, all those things. They don't
implications
think
of, yeah.
all those kind of things. They will not tell you. They will not tell them. But once something like that happens, you see all of them, their eyes will pop out. They will coming out, talking, saying a lot of things without knowing. Sometimes it's a mistake. Sometimes she's not ready. She doesn't. She didn't want to do that. The guy has to force her to do it.
Mm,
I get what I'm saying. Some of them, due to maybe they are just they are novice. They don't know what to do. They just go on with that. They carry the baby and don't bring the baby into the house. And it's affecting a lot of homes, it's affecting a lot of people. Some of the kids, they will just try to go and terminate the baby at the process, they will lose their life.
lose their
You don't
lives,
know that.
yeah.
Just because of that, stigma that they are single mothers. They don't want to be a
Mm,
single mother. Don't want to be a single mother because of that stigma that it's not supposed to be like that. Every child is from God.
mm.
Every child supposed to be taken care of.
Given that
Okay,
chance,
because
yeah.
you never know what he or she can be tomorrow in life. I get what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to like talk about is just the challenges, what things that guys they're going through every day once they find out that it's a single parent. And that
And then that treatment that the kids would give you when they grow up. Oh, it's not really my dad,
yeah,
yeah.
that's the problem. That one is one of the things. It's not my dad. It's
Mm,
not. Sometimes you see some of them you see them coming in to the house and you're there with their mom, especially some of those ones that are grown up already.
mm,
The guys that are grown up already. As they're coming in, if you are there with their mom, as they open the door coming in, your mind will skip.
mm,
Seriously, because you don't know what they're going to do. They will coming in, they look at you, they just move. They won't talk to you. They move in, they go, they won't talk to you because one, you're not their dad. Inside the mind, they want their mom to be with their dad.
mm,
That's how
mm.
selfish kids are. No matter what you do, they want their dad
To be with their
to be
mom.
there with their mom. You understand? You can explain everything that taught to them from today, tomorrow. They want their dad to
Mm,
come back. So once they see another man coming in, they get angry. They're being threatened. They know. Some of them, some are good people, they might even accept, but at the back, seriously, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. And once you see those guys get scared, some guys they get scared. And once they are scared, what you gonna do?
it starts like hampering the relationship, yeah.
You get, I don't know. And then it's affecting a lot of them. Affecting them. I don't know why, man. But that's the problem. That's the issue with single parents, single mothers, especially if you see
And then
the time strain.
sometimes the if a man is dating or getting married to a single year woman, they wouldn't take him serious. Well, like that people attend him like, what is he doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the judgment as well. People
yeah,
judging
they've been
you
judging.
for.
That's what I'm saying. They put in a lot of they judge a lot about it, especially from African homes. Africans, man, we do because if you look at here, the white people, Christians, they don't really care about that.
No, you can have six
They
children
don't
and
care.
yeah.
It's nothing For them, it's nothing. You understand what I mean? It's nothing. They don't care about all the stuff. I understand, so they don't. Even some of them, you see, they get married the day of the wedding. All the families will come out. The
Mm.
case will be there. Everyone, they don't care.
Yeah, and even sometimes the ex, yeah,
Yeah,
would be
will
there as
still be there with
well.
the kids. Every
Mm.
one of them will be there, just
So
jubilated, doing their own thing.
there was this story I saw on there was a story I saw. It was a case where the man was getting on well with the father to the wife's children. So when they're going on holiday, he invited him to go with them
Mm.
so he can have time with the
The
children.
children.
Yeah, so it was
So
three people.
3 people, whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, I mean, I think here there, well, not all the time, but especially but with the whites, I think the whites are a little bit more open-minded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. They are free. They are really
yeah.
free. The way they see things, they see life is a little bit different compared to African homes. Yeah, first of all, your parents will still ask you first, what are you doing? What is going on?
It's gonna be difficult, especially from the east,
Yeah,
for
seriously.
them to
Yeah,
accept.
yeah. Our parents will start asking you little questions. If, for example, you want to be serious with this girl, with that lady, and then what? Are you telling me there's no single girls out there?
Mm,
Is that the best you can find?
mm,
They start judging you immediately. They start twisting your mind. They
mm.
start threatening
But then
you
the question,
and all that.
the big
But
question in the room is that if it was you, what would you do?
if it was me,
Mm,
the thing is that it depends. Because, for example, what attracts you first? There are things that attract you to someone. If you see a woman, if you see a woman, you understand? You definitely, you know that she's a single mother or she's a parent, she's a mother. If you see a woman now, the way she dress, look around. There are things you're going to look around. You find out that yeah, she's a mother. Okay, so if you are someone that is attracted to those kind of people, then you know what you're looking for. There are some guys that the only people that they want to date are single parents,
mm.
single
Some
mothers.
guys just want single.
They will just want
Mm,
single mothers. You understand? Because they find them appealing. They find
mm,
them. I don't know. They just want to like stay with those kind of people. One, they believe that they will have a accommodation, free accommodation.
mm,
Do you understand what I mean? They have free accommodation. They will stay with the woman because probably she was going to be a little bit desperate to keep them.
mm,
Two, she already like she have kids already. But probably maybe she might not want to have another kid. So they have a free rent. They have a woman that cook for them. They have a home and all that. And then she's trying to make sure that she pleases them.
mm.
So that's what some
And I
guys don't
think
want.
it looks like what's going on with my neighbor, because now that you mentioned it, I was like, oh, it looks like this man is getting free rent because it
Yeah,
looks like, yeah,
they
the
just want to have.
government is paying her
I don't know. They
accommodation.
just
Yeah.
want to have a free rent where they will stay. They come in. They just go.
Mm,
She would just try everything possible because most
mm,
of them, like I said to you, they are nice people.
more
They
than
just
nice.
the other one,
Yeah.
they're very nice people. They want you to like stay with them. That if you are the kind of person that want to stay with them, they are happy that you accepted them
Mm,
to even stay with them. So they will please you. They make sure that you are okay.
mm,
So with that, some guys they love that. Unlike a single woman that she knows her worth,
mm.
she knows her value. So if you mess about,
Yeah, she throw you
she
out.
try.
Yeah.
Do you understand? She throw you out immediately. If you mess about, she just say to
Okay,
you that it's finished.
now I see why
Do you
some
understand?
men prefer. Yeah,
That's the
that
reason.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's the reason why some men they see them they are out there because of that. Some of them that's what they do. So at the long run, before you know what is going on, probably some women they want to have a child,
Mm,
then because it's not a man that determines if a woman wants to have a child.
mm,
It's not you. It's not a woman that will tell a woman that she will have a baby.
mm,
No. If she doesn't want to have a baby, there's nothing you can do in this world that will make her to have a baby. If she want to have your baby,
mm,
she will have your baby. That's one thing you have to understand. If a woman said, okay, I'll have this one, I'll have your baby, you have your baby. If she doesn't want to have your baby, forget it. there's nothing you can do. She'll make up. So if that man is in that house and she wants to have a baby with him,
Mm.
she'll have a baby. She probably tell you that she's still taking her pills and everything, but one day you find out that she's pregnant. And you be like, "But babe, I thought yeah, I don't know. I'll be taking the pills." That's it. She's
Mm.
pregnant. You understand? So now she has your baby.
Because then with my neighbor, I mean, this last boy she has now is with this
It's
man.
the one in it. So
Yeah.
the man has to stay.
Mm.
The other what I mean? He has to stay. Probably she seen he's a cool guy. He's a lovely guy. He's someone that maybe love kids.
Mm.
Then he has to stay. What way can I make him to stay? The only way he has to do that is just to make sure that she has his own
Mm.
baby.
Yeah, probably that's what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why she has a
Because I'm
baby.
like, so
Yeah,
this man, yeah, has came, saw this woman with different children, and then
still stay.
mm.
First of all, at the beginning,
So
he had
the first neighbor that lived there, no, the past neighbor that lived there before this
mm,
one, it was a black woman from Congo. So she had her first daughter from a different man, a son from a different man, and then she met this man, and then they had the first one a boy, the second one a girl, and then the third one a girl.
mm.
So she had five children, but from three different men.
Okay, the man is staying. She's staying with at the moment. Then
Gave
she has
her three
three.
children,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's one.
So
So
and the man has free rent as well, because yeah, she gets paid by
the government.
yeah. So yeah.
That's it. So that's some. Those are the things that some of them. I told you that there are
Mm.
some men that's what they want. Okay, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
probably a good
but that does
idea.
not mean that there are some women, a lot single mothers. Some of the single mothers, like I said to you, is either maybe, for example, is either like it didn't work out. Either
Mm.
their husband or their boyfriend or something was someone that is abusive. So as that person was abusive, they have to leave that relationship. So once they left that relationship, they become single parent.
Mm.
Now they still want to date.
They still want to experience
They
love,
still want
yeah.
someone to come into their life. Okay, or that
And
it's not of their mind.
some people have been very lucky. I
Mm.
mean, yeah, I know some people that got married, yeah, with
Mm.
babies, yeah, and they met amazing men that
That's what I'm saying.
treasured them,
There's,
like, yeah.
I'm telling you that there are, like what I was trying to explain to you. There are some of them that I know. They are very lovely people.
Mm.
What I mean by lovely people, they are very very lovely people. Even their case, they're trying the case well and all that. Understand? But some of them are somehow unlucky. What I mean by lucky, some guys will come around, they will not stay.
Mm.
They'll come around, then they will not stay. Some of them, they will just come. Before you know what is going on, she get pregnant. Once she get pregnant, for example, here in Europe, some will come because they know that you're a citizen, you have your papers,
Mm.
then you have a child as well as a single mother. Then the guy needs papers, right? Then they'll come around, pretend as a baby. That's what they want. They
Mm.
love the kids and all that. Once they get what they want, even some of them at the long run, they might even give you a child.
Mm.
And you believing that they're still with you, right? But immediately they get what they want, they just run away. Then they abandon the children, abandon the woman. Now probably she before he met the guy, she has only one child.
And now
Now
she
she
has
has
two
two
children.
children. So now she have two children. This guy already gone. That's two children from different
Different men,
fathers.
yeah.
At the long run, you look at it, she's still young.
Mm.
She's still young. She go out at workplace or club or something, then she'll meet another guy again. That person will come in again. And some of them, they are vulnerable. Do you understand what I mean? They're vulnerable as they're vulnerable. Some people will take advantage of that
Mm.
vulnerability and then enter inside there, wanting this to another again. They get pregnant again.
Mm.
That's the third one. The guy now coming in, the two first children are not his. He cannot take care of them. Three of the boys, three of the girls, or whatever, is three kids. he can't take care of them. What do you think is going to happen again? He run away. Whose fault is it? Someone, you can start judging the lady and say there, but yeah, it's her fault. Why did she's supposed to, like, she always maybe attracting the same kind of men or something like that. Sometimes it's not like that. I get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because someone is vulnerable, as they're vulnerable, they don't really know that they are vulnerable, and they don't know that they're supposed to they're supposed to heal properly before they get into another relationship. Understand? Probably they don't need to have a child anymore,
Mm.
but they don't know that, because as a human being, you you need to feel love. You need someone to
Mm.
take care of you. You
And
need
because
someone to
they're
pamper.
vulnerable, they're
And that's
desperate
they
as
just
well. Yeah.
some people might look at it. Maybe you can say that they're desperate. Probably they are not. It's just that they have a good job, they have their own house, they have a car, all that. But they just need a man that will complement them. They need
Mm.
a man that will stay with them. Then, but some of the guys that are coming around their way is still the same kind of people.
Mm.
Then you can say they are unlucky. I don't know. They will then come in. What I'm talking about is some lovely women,
Mm. Lovely, good
lovely,
women. And
good,
then you just
good
wonder
women, but
why they've
they just,
been through
I
this.
don't,
Yeah.
just that they're meeting the wrong people. They're meeting the wrong people. Understand? I was watching one podcast as well. The guy was like, some guys, they don't really like, trying to put themselves into the woman's shoes. For example, if you look at yourself, just put yourself into someone's shoes. What happened? What really happened? Why did you get to this stage? What is happening? Then probably, if you trace it back, it's either through maybe the guy, the lady, she has a child trauma.
Mm.
She has issues. Probably she was not raised by her mom or dad or something. She
Mm. Or
came from
maybe
a,
her dad wasn't
yeah.
really loving.
She
Yeah.
maybe probably she came from a single home as well, or maybe the dad wasn't there.
Mm.
You understand? So as they jump into a relationship, now that's as that love that they're lacking,
Mm.
they believe that this man will give them that
Give it
love.
to them. Yeah.
As the man come in, the man will use that opportunity and just get
Mm.
mess them up. And what I mean by mess, emotionally, will mess them,
Manipulate them.
manipulate them,
Yeah.
and
And take
everything. Look at
advantage of them.
all that. So that's what happens sometimes. And then look at those kind of people. You say to yourself, why are you falling for the same guys over
Mm.
and over and over again? And then you find out it's not really their fault. It's not really their fault. They're trying to be human. They're trying to feel love. They're trying to enjoy themselves the same way other women are enjoying themselves.
Mm.
But just that some of the guys that coming around there, just like manipulators, they'll come and just like, use them and run away. Okay, so that's why it's difficult. It's really, really difficult with single mothers. It's really difficult with single mothers, especially if you come in the morning and if you're going to school,
School run.
if you go
Yeah.
for school runs, you come and see a lot of them, and you be like, what? You know, they're the dad, they are the mom. They take the child, they're dropping it, they're going to school, they're coming back, they try and find a way to pay the house rent, they find a way to buy the food. If some of them have the cars, sometimes you see that their car maybe broke down on the street, they don't know what to do. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All of that because they are doing both roles as a man and a woman, the same thing at the same time. Maybe some of them they're still going through that issue with the baby father or something. He's dragging the custody of the child with them and all that. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Those are challenges that people, if you're not coming into that scene, she can't give you, she
Mm.
cannot give you 100% time. She cannot
Yeah. She
concentrate with
has.
you. She cannot.
Yeah.
There's no way because it has a lot of issues. She has a
Mm.
lot of baggage. She has a lot of things that you have to like. Sometimes you'll be talking with them, their
Mm.
mind is not there. They're gone. You be with
Because then
them.
sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's yeah. I'm kind of drawing my mind to this my neighbor and her partners, and I'm like she has three small children. So I'm just trying to find out the time she would give to the man.
That's what I'm saying because
No, or she has four small children. The eldest is 12. And then the other ones, they're like 4, 5, between 6 and 4. They're quite small.
That's the problem because it's a lot.
Mm.
Even those that have partners that are couples or they are staying together have, I mean, like kids that have their mom and dad.
Let alone,
It's still
yeah.
difficult for them to handle the kids and take care of the home and everything, let alone just one person,
Mm.
a single parent. If some of them that have only one child, they know what they're going through, let alone having four, three. Oh, come on, man. It's a lot. Understand? And that's the reason why most times I see them, I really, really pity. I would really like, feel for them most times because it's not easy.
Mm.
It's not easy. If you look at the woman, she wants to be loved. She
Mm.
wants to go
And
out.
sometimes
She
some of
wants
them
to
are
have love.
good
Yeah. She
people.
wants to go out there and have fun. She wants to mingle out with some people, but
And sometimes because
she
they're
cannot.
young, they still want to
Yeah.
experience life. Yeah.
They can't. Why? Because child care. You
Mm.
see, child care. Someone taking care of your kid. That is the most
There's been story. There's been.
expensive. I'm talking about when you talk about expensive,
Mm.
it's very, very, very expensive. Finding someone to take care of your
There's a
kids,
story of this girl
to
that
stay with your
left
kids.
her baby and went out to be with her boyfriend, and the child died at night.
The one she was arrested, isn't it? I heard that.
I think
That's the
that's
story.
another story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one out there, there's one that happened in America as well. She left.
This
I
one
don't know if
happened here.
she left with the baby. I just left the baby at home. Come out. Just go out. Before she come out, the baby already come out of the street.
Mm.
They found the baby on the street. I don't, probably 1 year to go into 2 years. She would just come and crying on the street like that. The neighbors, they have to call the police and all that. It's not, what I'm trying to say is that in most cases, if someone see that now, they will say, hey, she's just, which kind of human being is this? Understand? Why can't you leave your baby? How can you leave your child and just go away and all that? Probably she never had time.
Mm.
She never had time for herself. She never had time for herself, just with the kids and all that. She's going to school or she's working and not coming in. She never have time for herself. Understand? So if you're two, yes, maybe she want to go out. Then the man or the boyfriend or whoever, the husband will say, okay, I will take care of the kids.
Mm.
Just have time with your kids or your friends and just go and have some time with yourself. But there's no one there. It's just you. Unless some that have parents around.
Or some that has
Yeah.
parents.
Their
Yeah.
parents can say, okay, bring the kids over. Then they can go out. But if you don't, some of us like in Africa that doesn't have any who are you
Mm.
going to call your friends to come and okay, first time you say, okay, I will take the kids to the friends. She might say, okay, the friend will say, okay, no problem, bring them for the first time.
Mm. After a while,
The
it
second time
starts.
they will start looking at you somehow. Oh, come on, man. No. Next time they will say to you, they are not around. We're
Mm.
not going to be around that time. I'm so sorry. Okay, then we have somewhere to go. That's a sign that they don't want you to bring the child
Bring
anymore
the child
because
anymore.
one probably is either maybe the child wants to come around. They know there's some kids that are very they are energetic.
Mm.
They don't stay one place. They're going around touching everything. I understand me. So what I what I get to do, and then if you have that kind of child, bringing the child at home, they want to touch everything. The first day it's okay. Next time they will tell you no, they are not at home. So those are challenges that single parents they go, single mothers they go through, and then shouldn't judge them much like that. But what I was trying to say is that it's not easy. They need to find love as well. They need to be
Mm.
cherished. But
But then I think sometimes single mothers just look for a single dad as well that has children. They'll be more
yeah,
understanding.
that'll be okay. That'll be
Because
yeah,
sometimes they know what it takes to have
yeah. They
children.
knows
Yeah,
that
and
they
they
knows
know that
mm,
they won't give you
hundred
100%.
percent,
You won't give them 100%.
100%.
So
Yeah,
you both know that you both have problems.
yeah. It's going to be like that because the single man coming knowing that you have children already and all that.
Now,
Yeah, need to be
that Congolese woman I told you, the last man that stayed
mm,
has sons
mm.
out.
Okay. Already had
They
children
had
before.
children,
Yeah.
yeah. But this particular new neighbor now, I don't
Mm.
know if he has, but then that one has
Has
sons out, yeah.
yeah. if you have met someone that already had children,
Mm,
yes, they're understanding. They'll know what it takes. They
mm.
know what it takes to be
I mean,
single.
they are carrying
They know, so,
baggage. I mean,
yeah,
you're
you
carrying
can. So
baggage,
they
yeah.
knows all that. But if you're a single mother, and then this lovely, beautiful guy coming and to you, some of them you see that even already they start judging them. They are
And then
scared already.
it's, you know,
They
like
start looking
you
at
know,
them.
the reason why I agree with you on hiding is that sometimes if you've waited, this is the only person that has come
Yeah,
after 4 years,
there's no way
and
you're going to
you
tell them.
just don't
Yeah,
want to lose that
that person.
person.
No
Yeah.
way. You will not tell them that you have kids. Let them find out themselves. At the long run, maybe they're committed already. Then they find out that yes.
Mm.
Some of them they will not,
But then it's just
and some of them too they will just, you see that they will tell you, "What are you doing? Why are you spending all this money? Why are you spending all this money paying rent while I live here alone? Why can't
mm,
you?
yeah.
Why can't you come and live here? Just
And
keep."
90% of the time, 90% of the time, that relationship ends up get going
That's what
longer
I'm
and
saying
longer
to
because
you.
then the men don't want to pay rent.
No, they will just, okay. Yeah, she will tell you because she knows
Mm,
you're paying rent over there and I'm staying here. Why
mm,
can't you move in here? Why are you spending all this money?
mm.
There's no way
And
they're going.
especially rent in
So,
London. Oh
there's
God.
no way going
If
to
you can save rent in London, like
seriously. There's no way you're
you've
gonna
won a
someone gonna.
lottery.
There's no way someone will offer you that kind of offer that you
Rent.
reject. No.
Oh God.
So the guys are gonna move in. They start moving, staying in there,
Mm,
saving their money and all that. Some of them at the back of their mind, what do you think is gonna happen? Once they save a lot of money, they save the meal, they are comfortable with what they want to do. Some of them might even go to Africa and get married and
I
then move
don't
out.
think so. I
Some
mean,
they
from
still
the
stay
ones
there
I
having children.
see, because the more you're saving that money and sometimes you're bringing it out as well, because sometimes it's just a case where some of them don't really have the wisdom to save that money. Some of them just still
Still
spend it.
spending the money.
Yeah, so by Dave's and another thing about London is that if you're not careful,
Mm.
we have what is called comfort zone. Like when you're staying in a place where you don't pay rent, it's difficult to
For you
come out of
to
that
come out of
comfort
that place,
zone.
come easily.
Yeah.
Is if you remember how much you're going to go and give some other guy
Yeah, honestly, so they would rather
die
die.
inside. They will stick there. They stay there.
Honestly, yeah, they would rather die in that relationship. Yeah, even if the woman is whether if she has 100
Mm.
kids or yeah, as long as they have an accommodation. London could be terrible.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, so those are the challenges. Those are the challenges. It's not that it's easy. We're not judging anybody. We're not trying to say stop. But these are the things that people will go through. Understand? That's the reason why some of them they fall victim, or some of the same guys coming around. Okay, like I said, has when someone has a free rent,
Mm. Oh God.
they have
Free
especially, yeah,
rent. Yeah.
if the woman she knows how to cook.
Mm.
She knows how to cook and all that, and
Because
on
I
top
mean,
of it, she's still beautiful and all that.
if you
Oh
look
my,
at
that
yeah,
is
the
okay.
last neighbor before this current one, I mean, they were always fighting. The woman's always fighting the man, but then the man still stays.
Yeah, that's it. It's free. If you got free rent, you got free rent. She knows how to cook, and the other side too, she knows how to do it properly and
Mm.
everything. Some of them, you see, what you talking about? They're not going anywhere.
And
They're
they've
not
been
going.
together for yeah, they've been together now for 10 years
Yeah,
going.
they're not going anywhere. So that's one of the things that happen. So I don't know. That's a guys. Seriously, I think this is where we're going to stop in this segment.
Mm.
Okay. To remind you again, we still have an offer which we will have to give out next month, 22nd of November. Okay. So all you need to do is just to follow the programs, like the programs, share the programs. Okay, you can call when we're doing live sessions or put your comment and all that, something like that. Okay, so what we're trying to say is that we need you need to participate in what we're doing. Understand? By next month, then we have to choose who we know that qualify for this. Understand? So now we're gonna give out. It's a 4-star hotel, 2 nights in a 4-star hotels, and a $50 cash award. You just take it and enjoy yourself. Okay. Okay. Like I said, the program we had this evening. It's one of those programs that we 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 trade. We have to trade carefully.
Because a lot of women are not intentionally single
Yeah.
mothers. Some tell you that,
Mm.
yeah, they're 30 years of age, no man, they're gonna have a child. Yeah, I
Yes.
know
Yes.
some that, yeah, they're 30 years of age and
No man is no suitor is coming.
yeah,
Nothing.
they want to
They
have a
just want to
child.
have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this beautiful actress I know. I mean, she had it in her diary that at age 30, man or no man, she's having a child.
Yeah. So those ones are just
Mm,
they intention. They are one intentions. They want to be.
intention.
They just want to be single parent. They
And then
just
the
want to have a
moment they
child.
have a child, they just
Yeah.
forget. They
Everything about
just,
men and all that
yeah.
because they have the money, they have the resources to take care of the
So
take
they
care of the
can
baby.
just like
You know.
have one or two sessions here and
Yeah.
there with different men, but no kids.
No,
Yeah,
nothing. They
just
don't.
enjoy
No
themselves.
attachment. They don't
Mm,
want. They will not bring you to their house. They don't want you to even like to know where they're staying or something like that.
mm,
Forget about that. It's just benefit, friends for benefit or something. They
friendship
just
benefits. Yeah.
whatever. They just see each other and that's it. Finish. Those ones they
Mm,
know because they have the resources. But some people that if you don't have the money, if you don't have all those kind of things, and what do you think? You need someone, you need a helper, someone that come on to help you. And then those kind of people, most times they find it difficult to
the
meet them.
emotional,
Yeah,
not, yeah, some just want that emotional
yeah.
support that
You know,
men bring. Yeah.
especially this period, coming to winter period,
Mm.
your beds are always most times very cold and all that. You need to
Honestly, if you
someone.
have a partner,
Mm,
this is a beautiful
yeah,
time. Yeah.
it's beautiful time to stay with someone. But if you're not, then what are you gonna do? Kids are they are shouting, screaming, they're yelling
Mm.
at you, and you're there. What are you gonna do? You're just looking at your phone, staring at your phone. It's difficult.
It's quite
Yeah,
difficult. Yeah.
it's very very difficult. So that's what's gonna it's problem. No problem. All right, guys. Thank you guys for staying with us to this time. Okay,
Thank
seriously,
you.
thank you for staying with us to this time. And I understand. Hopefully, that you didn't offend anyone.
Yeah, hopefully. We apologize in advance and arrears if we did.
All right. We'll see you guys next week Friday on another segment.
Thank you.